Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The Eagles would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Falcons going up against the Eagles. With that, let's get out to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this Week 10 matchup.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the first NFL carry for Wendell Smallwood. A gain of 3, second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Smallwood. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Okay, Charles, defensive starter time for the Atlanta Falcons.
And let's spotlight Keanu Neal, the safety out of Florida. So big, so athletic. Many thought they might make him an outside linebacker, but I think they're going to use him as a hybrid. Outside linebacker, strong safety, kind of in the Cam Chancellor mode in Seattle.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Four down. Now let's go. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. On the grab, it's Reuben Randall. And he's brought down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Hey, four down. Now let's go. Boom, landed.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now Wentz throwing on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Weatherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
On second down, Freeman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now to throw on third down. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Michael Kendricks is an inside linebacker who can roam sideline to sideline and make plays.
Second down following the run. Now Ryan on second down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
No gain on the play there, second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
They go with another carry for the rookie Smallwood. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
One receiver left, two to the right.
Hurry up, here we go.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Set, 3-19. 3-19.
LaFell will go in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Wentz now on 1st down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. The carry for the big fullback. This is Derek Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
1st and goal from the 8. They'll run with Smallwood. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Here's Smallwood on 3rd and goal. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here's Robinson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10 now. Ryan. He's got the NFL's leading receiver a year ago, Julio Jones. He got 29 yards that time. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there. And now it's second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Green, 39. Watching now, Barney. I got you, baby. I got you.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's caught by Saleh. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. It's caught by Randall. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing is Wentz. He hits Randall, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
They run. Robinson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Detroit! Detroit!
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. And some space here. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now Ryan on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, Devontae Freeman just gets better and better every time I see him. I remember him coming out of Florida State, could do a little bit of everything. And I love the intensity he played the game with. But catching the ball in the backfield, I think this is the one aspect that he's added that's really upped his game.
And a little under the radar. He caught 63 balls in 2015, second most in the NFC.
Boy, does that make him dependable and trustworthy. Quarterbacks love a guy like that.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Ryan will throw again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Rodney, taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And that penalty will wipe out a big gain by the offense. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
This is Gibbons over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down now after the pass completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Tighten up.
Wentz will try again on second down. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight. Four down. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Hits his target, Ruben Randall. And he's brought down. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The left side completion to Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now let's go. B-19. Detroit.
On first down, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? So they're operating in the red zone. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now Ryan on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Well, Ryan Jones trying to fit this one into his favorite target. It was once Tony Gonzalez. Then, of course, Ronnie White. No question who it is nowadays, Mr. Julio Jones. But this one doesn't get there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Ooh, the juke. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down. Wentz now on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
They'll run here with Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Throwing his Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Matthews the intended target, and fourth down coming up. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive...
Julio Jones all alone. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 79 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Smallwood. Cut back to the left. And the cutback to the sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They run again on first down with Smallwood. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll run it here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They put Selleck, the tight end, in motion here. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They try again with Smallwood. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, you don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Wentz going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rupp. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out and out come the Eagles. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now they're in the hurry-up.
So really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun, keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go.
They run the counter. Smallwood. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd down and 8 now. Going right back to Smallwood. Room here to run. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They come out here in the eye. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Wendell Smallwood with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard. Gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Time running out here on the play clock. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line.
Let's go. Interception, baby, all day.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. On the tackle there, it's Nolan Carroll. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They will run again with Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Ryan. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
87 feet. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Wentz now on 1st down. And Matthews has it right side. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 15 more, and it's another 1st down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there. And you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Eagles are now set up with a 1st and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Wendell Smallwood with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Now Parkey for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This one taken from the 7. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to air one out. Time for a break. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
And got his man complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards. Another pistol look here. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. To throw. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. Tight end, they can do their damage a different way. Break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they? After all,
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down now after the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He's back to throw. His throw at about the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. Detroit. Switch. Detroit. Switch. Leopard. Leopard. Check 50.
To throw is Wentz. That's caught at the 2. Only 2 yards on the completion at second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish.